What's going on, guys? My name is Nick, or Olsen Auto. If you guys are new to the channel, be sure to hit that subscribe button and the notification bell, because the few times I do upload, you'll want to be notified. Anyway, I am here and I'm about to reveal my 1983 Honda Shadow VT500. I bought this bike a little over a year ago and I finally finished it with the help of my dad and whatnot. He helped me build the bike. But it's finally finished, my project bike. I'm going to be riding it to school tomorrow, not the first day, it's the third day. First day, then it ended up raining, and then second day it was wet in the morning, didn't feel like dying on my bike. But here it is. This is my 1983 Honda Shadow VT500. We're gonna start off with the obvious stuff. There's a bug on my tank. Obviously the paint is insane. This is one of my favorite features of this bike because from back here, it looks totally purple. But from over here, it's totally blue. This is actually a Plasti-Dip paint job. It's not my best work. The back fender came out really good. The tank, just spilled some gas on it. I have to clean the tank, but I'm not sure how. If you guys know how to clean Plasti-Dip, hit me up. But right here, there are some runs along the tank, which kind of sucks, but it's my first time actually using Plasti-Dip and their wrap effect, so I think it came out okay. So, with the main paint out of the way, there is so much custom bracketry on this bike. I can't even point it all out at once. We're gonna go front to back. So we have this right here, which is a blinker, which I have aftermarket LED blinkers on the front, headlight mount, and the speedo mount is mounted right up here, which is, the speedo mount is actually a piece of metal that was bent, and then it has a hose clamp holding it on. I wanna change that up because it's not where I want it. But for now, it's great. The bars are just the stock bars painted black. So I actually had to go for like a whole thing to try and get bars I liked. I ordered drag bars, like flat bars. Didn't clear the tank, even with spacers that I had to buy. Great. And then I ended up buying slightly smaller version of what's on there, and it didn't clear the tank either, and they were really, really short, so none of my bar options worked. That's how we ended up just spray painting the stock bars. Speaking of spray painting, we also have the shift lever down there, and we also have the brake lever and a few other mods. Now, one thing I really like about this bike, minus the whole thing, for the foot pegs, these are actually the passenger foot pegs that were up there in the back. They were a lot smaller than the main ones, which were literally double the size, so this slimmed the bike down a lot. That was my main goal with this bike, was to make it much slimmer, smaller, and just better looking. Now, this headlight was technically free because I ordered it and it came in the mail cracked. Really like the look of the yellow. I got the cage on the front. It looks pretty sick. We also have the lower half of the front forks painted, the upper half of the triple tree painted, custom seat pan with a custom rear frame adaptation, and we also have some more custom bracketry in there. Guys, the only thing on this bike that's stock, not counting paint, is the gas tank, and that's not even a joke. And the bars and the forks. Okay, maybe I lied. There's a few good bits in the engine that are stock, but that's because I don't need to modify them to make it look better. Really cool thing, this is a taillight off of a 37 Ford, I want to say. We have a plastic reflector right here for the brake light, and the reason we had the plastic reflector is actually because yours truly dropped the glass and it shattered, and then the replacement glass I ordered was the wrong size. I guess it was for the wrong year or something. But in any case, it's actually the stock bulb from the brake light that I put into this tail light. You guys can see the wiring right down here. Custom bracket. This is the most sturdy brake light I've ever seen. Love it. Zip tied license plate with no plate light, but be quiet about that. It's coming soon. Got the rear blinker. So we're going on to the rear fender. This is the stock rear fender. I actually cut it with a grinder, an angle grinder, so I can get the shape I want, which is pretty cool that I was able to not have to buy a new fender. Now we're moving on to my favorite side of the bike, and I think you guys can guess why. So my dad helped me weld up this exhaust. It's 1.5 inch pipe from here back, because from up here is all stock. I didn't want to mess with the headers or anything. So we cut the muffler off here. Didn't cut it off, we took it off. That's where it ends. And then we put the straight pipes on. There's a baffle inside for back pressure. So that's how that's built. Trust me, you'll hear it in a second. This thing sounds insane. Now I want to go up to the handlebar controls real quick because there's not much left. Right here, as you can see, we have a custom dashboard, short of the speedo mount and the custom ignition. Right here, as you can see, once you turn the key and the high beams are on, we have the custom indicator lights right there. Now this is inside of the stock old fuse box, which was relocated behind the headlight. So I want to redo this. This didn't come out too good, got Loctite spilled on it. Not my favorite feature, but this is mostly just for safety and indication of neutral, oil, overdrive, and high beam, the 4 more important ones. Now just a little bit about the bike. Like I said, it's a 1983 Honda Shadow VT500. It's currently got 13,000 miles on it. We're gonna go ahead, we're gonna throw in some cinematics, show you the bike in all its cool angles, and then we're gonna do an exhaust clip and take it for a ride. As you guys can see, this thing sounds absolutely this thing backfires, she screams, and it sounds nuts. Now I won't actually be filming the clips today, the reactions are gonna come tomorrow. So I gotta mount up my GoPro. I'm gonna stop it here, I'll pick it up back tomorrow, show you guys some actual riding footage and some flybys. I'm gonna take her for a ride, but I'll see you guys in a second.